Consulting Private Limited offers a platform where we invite our program's participants to share their knowledge and expertise with the wider community. This we call in Latin as Participes tu Scientia, which means share your knowledge. Today, as part of this project, we have our distinguished speaker, Mr. Sachin Kamath, who will share with us his ideas and knowledge on the topic of business growth to freedom. Before we get on to the session, I take this opportunity to share a brief introduction about our speaker today. Mr. Sachin Kamath is the founder of Incubator of Excellence, INN3. He is the co-founder of LK Education and Academy of Skill Development and Director L&D of LK Consultancy. He is strongly associated as a faculty with the Forum of Free Enterprise. He has conducted training in Egypt for Juris Corp, a group of solicitors, UB France, the Trade Commission of the French Embassy, and Workheart Hospitals Private Limited. He is the creator of Big Close framework that scales your business 10x and a personal coach for entrepreneurs and CEOs. He is a certified organization development analyst. He is an NLP practitioner and trainer from Dr. Richard McHugh. He is a certified experiential learning trainer from Dr. Colin Beard from UK. He is a certified professional behavior analyst from TTI Performance Systems Limited, and he is also a high performance teams facilitator. Mr. Sachin has over 26 years of experience across varied companies and industries and is known for his ability to provide simple business solutions to complex problems. It is an art which he has mastered. He is also a trusted coach, advisor, and mentor for 2,000 plus entrepreneurs. His expertise lies in consulting SMEs in building short and medium-term business strategies. My dear friends, I'm immensely happy in inviting our speaker, Mr. Sachin Kamath, to share his experiences and thoughts on business growth to freedom. Good evening and welcome, Mr. Sachin Kamath. The stage is yours.
Okay. Thank you, Durga Prasad. So, top league, Arun sir, Durga Prasad, Mohan, everyone, I'm very, very thankful that you have given me this opportunity to again express my views, my knowledge. And as we in this community, we all are learners. So today I have got an opportunity to express my views and knowledge with all of you. And I'm also a student of Top League, learning with every session. In fact, yesterday's session on sales was also very important. And all the sessions are giving us an opportunity to explore and see what best we can do. So I work with most of the entrepreneurs, and that's why I felt that I can share some experiences. Recently, I have published my book, Predictable Profitability, so which gives a understanding of the challenges that an entrepreneur, especially small and medium business owners, go through and how it can help. So last time when I got an opportunity, I spoke about people management, especially for the SMEs. And today I would be covering some of the aspects. So I would be sharing my screen with y'all, and we will explore certain things. Maybe one or two things I may have used in last session. So I may also, for people who are new, who have joined today for this session, they were not part of my last session. For them, it would really be very helpful. And people who have already seen some of the aspects of it would be like a revision for them. So we would start with this session. So I'm sharing my PPT here so that we can. Okay. So this is business growth to freedom. Now, one of the challenge with most of the entrepreneurs is that they want to do everything and they don't get enough time. And especially this COVID, okay, has given us a lot of time to introspect and to see and know where we are, where we want to be, and what is it that we can do. So the gap can be analyzed and we can take some actions to move forward. So based on this, what I want to share with you is, whenever we look at any training program, anything, okay, so this particular program, I want you to answer this. You can do it in the chat box. You can share your audio thing also. So how many of you are ready to expand your horizon? Please put it in the chat box. Type me in the chat box. Very good. Excellent, excellent. Very good. Okay. Another question for all of us. Okay. How many of you us believe that this uncertainty is actually an opportunity for us to grow? How many of us believe this? Very good. So as an entrepreneur, okay, this is one thing which we need to look at. 100% someone said, excellent, very good. So this is what we would be exploring, and already they have before I do that, already they have been short brief about me, what I do and all. Just to share with you, I have been learning from best of the mentors, best of the people in the business, and sharing my knowledge with them, and that's how I have been growing. Okay, my experience of working with a lot of corporates, doing programs in India, abroad, on behavioral aspect, leadership, team management. Okay, these are the things which we have been doing, okay, and exploring. And already they have given a brief about me. So my experience of 17 years working into restaurant business, from kitchen to counter. I was into printing, I was into event management, and all the knowledge has helped me in helping my participants, helping my clients to grow in their business. So I have been working on these aspects for a very long time and helping a lot of entrepreneurs. So my purpose is to transform the passion and productivity into profitability. And that's why my book name is Predictable Profitability. So what I would like to suggest, okay, or a request is, whenever we all are intelligent, we all are having a lot of knowledge. So when you see any of the concepts, anything here, there may be a thought in your mind that this doesn't apply to me. This can come in your mind. My humble request is, instead of this, ask yourself, how can I apply this in my life or my business? So are we on the same page? So if you are clear, type clear in the chat box. And I want everyone to participate. Type clear in the chat box if you are clear on this. Very good. Excellent. Great, great, great. Fine. So what happens with entrepreneurs, and I will go on one of the concept very deeply. So I'm giving you an overview. The first thing is clarity of vision. Many times an entrepreneur doesn't know where he wants to be. Okay. So we need to understand first where I am, where I want to be. And in the end, I will give you a template which I will share with you, which will give you a clarity on how it can be done. A very simple tool, but it's very powerful if you apply it in your business. So getting a clarity of our vision. Okay. One simple question I want to ask everyone, and I want you to reflect on it and answer me. If I ask you a simple thing, why do you get up in the morning? This question is for everyone. Why do you get up in the morning? Can anyone tell me? Why do we get up in the morning? A very simple question. Okay, start fresh. Okay, very good. What else? Pursue our goal. Excellent. Very good. To accomplish what we want to. Yes. Superb. Great. Complete my work. Okay. Excellent. Contribution to the world. Very good. So this is why exactly we need to understand. If I don't know why I get up in the morning, if I'm getting up to do the routine work, if I'm getting up to complete my pending work, then I'm not growing, I'm not progressing. So it starts from the time I get up, okay, and I plan to do something different, to do something better than what I did yesterday. So your comparison is only with yourself. You don't need anybody to compete with. You become better in whatever you are doing day by day, and set a benchmark for yourself, and you will always prosper and be successful. How many of you agree to this? Type agree if you have understood what I'm saying. To become better with what I did yesterday, improving on my own skills, knowledge, okay? Every day I'm becoming better and better by focusing on what I could improve, what I could do better. Okay, so this is how the journey starts. For that, you need a clarity. Okay, similarly, the change that is happening around us, okay, is dramatic. Okay, and we need to be aware, we need to be flexible enough, we need to adapt to the change. So, change with the change, or change will change you. If I don't adapt to the change, I will perish. So I need to know. And today I don't have this choice. A lot of people before this pandemic, especially in Mumbai, when I used to ask, okay, they used to say, okay, I will do it later. I will do it. Okay, kar lunga. Chalta hai. This chalta hai attitude needs to be changed. And this is where we need to understand which is the area in my business. Okay, whether it's people management, whether it's sales, whether it's marketing, whether it's operation, that needs to be changed. Or maybe my business model. Okay, what is it that I need to change in my business? Or is it that I need to change something within me as an entrepreneur? So we need to look at our own self, we need to look at the environment around us, we need to look at our team, and we need to look at process systems that needs change. And wherever it is required, we need to implement it because we don't have choice. Are you getting what I'm saying? So type yes if you are understanding what I'm saying. Excellent, very good. Okay, so we talked about clarity of vision, we talked about leading change. Another important thing is mapping your business. Okay, now here the map stands for marketing, administration or operations, and people. So you can put that map in such a way that if you work on these three aspects of your business, you can grow your business. So what needs to be done, who will do it, when it's to be done, how it's to be done. If I understand this from marketing, from admin, and from people management, I can grow my business in a systematic manner. So that's why we need to map helps us to identify the gap. Okay, so it's like a Google map. When you want to go to a particular destination, you require two things. One, first of all, where you are today, where you are right now, and secondly, the destination. Lot of people know where they want to go, but because they don't know where they are today, they are not able to progress. Similarly, there are a lot of people who know where they are, where their business is today, but because they don't have a clarity of vision, they don't know where they want to reach, they are struggling. And this is the challenge with most of the entrepreneurs whom I have been working with, and I have seen so many entrepreneurs struggling. So identifying the map and changing wherever the need is will help you to grow and take your business to the next level. Yesterday, we saw the session of selling, how important is selling. And I believe that selling is transfer of energy. If you yourself are not convinced about your product or service, how can you convince others? How can you help others? And selling is actually helping others. You are helping them in taking decisions which will make a difference to their life. So if you are passionate of selling, if you really are committed of helping people, then selling will be very enjoyable. Most of the entrepreneurs are stuck here because they are not able to sell. You know your product, you know your service, you know what is your USP. And if you are not able to explain, if you are not able to share this with the client and convince them, okay, you will never be able to progress. And sales is the only thing which gives you revenue. So income is only when you sell. So if I am not able to sell, all my efforts are wasted. You may put your advertising, marketing, everything, you may have the best of the team, but if they are not able to sell, then your business will not grow. And finally, you need to expand your horizons. Look at different opportunities. We had sessions on innovation, creativity, design thinking. All this is helping us to expand our horizon, look at new opportunities, look at what more we can do in our business, how we can collaborate, what can I do to grow my business to the new market, what are the strategies that I can apply. And very well in design thinking, I have learned so many things from that session. Okay, getting a lot of clarity, but that needs to be applied in our business. See, today we don't have deficiency of knowledge. Knowledge is at the fingertips. Put one word in Google and you will get as much knowledge as you want. The challenge is we have deficiency of execution. We don't implement what we know. And knowing is not doing. Doing is doing. So are we implementing what we know? Are we implementing and understanding where we need to work, where we need to focus? So these are the things that I would want you to focus on. And I will cover one of the aspects in this, okay, which will really help. But before that, I want to understand from you, what is business according to you? Can you help me in identifying what is your thought about business? What is business? Can you share it in the chat box?
Exchanging a product or services in return of money.
Exchanging product or service in return of money. Excellent. What else? Now, when I share my answers, you may start thinking differently. Okay, and you can definitely disagree with me if you want to. Fight for financial space. Business is a value adding on a service. Excellent. Very good. Okay. Selling a product. Okay. So let me share what I feel business is. Okay. So according to me, your idea which solves people problem is a business. How many of you agree? So that idea could be your product or service, but it is actually helping people's problem. It is solving people's problem. And your solution is what we are looking at as a business. So if you understand that this is my idea which can solve people's problem is a business, then why are you into the business? Why are you doing business? And this is a very important and very crucial answer. The why is very important. Many people who I've worked with, when I ask this question, they themselves don't know why they are in business. Let me share with you. We are in business. Yes, we are in business to create financial independence, not only for us, but also for our customers. Earning profit is one part. Creating financial independence for us, because we are into business, as well as for our customer. That's where our value proposition comes in. And I will share with you a very powerful concept which will give you clarity on this. Many times people don't know why they are in business. They themselves are working so hard without making any profit. They have become slaves in their own business. This is the irony of a lot of entrepreneurs. And I'm telling the reality because I've worked with people and I've seen this is the challenge with them. Yes, win-win approach. Another important thing, what business are you in? Some of the questions will really make a paradigm shift when you start thinking on this. And I'm speaking from experience. What business are you in? Can someone give me answer? Anybody? And there is no right and wrong. Even I make mistakes. Manufacturing, okay. Digital marketing, okay. IT. And as I said earlier, you can definitely disagree with me, but see, when I give some answers here, whether you are able to think differently. Okay. So my answer, what is my experience of what business we are in? So we are into opportunity business. You may have any product, any service. Ultimately, we are into opportunity business. Especially this pandemic has given us a lot of opportunities to explore. How many of you agree to this? So what business are we in? Everyone, what business are we in? Type opportunity if you agree to what I say. Excellent. So look at your business as an opportunity. The problem which people have, if you are able to solve, that is an opportunity for you. And when you grab that opportunity, you will be able to grow your business. So we are into an opportunity business. Remember this. So whatever is your product, whatever your service, okay, it's an opportunity for you. And that's where selling is with passion. So if you grab that opportunity, if you convince the customer and help him to grow in his business, then you are grabbing that opportunity, making the best use of it. Your time, money, emotions, everything you are using the best use and using your full potential. Are you learning something? Are you learning something? Excellent. Very good. Okay, let's move ahead now. This is what one of my client, okay, he was into interior designing, okay, and he understood certain aspects. And when he started implementing whatever I had told him about the business, about the behavior and all those things, okay, he started implementing. And today from interior designing, he is into a project which has been in Ratnagiri, one of the best projects. And even in this pandemic, he was able to sell 20 bungalows. Okay, pan India, he had clients, and he was able to do that with proper strategies. That's where the map comes in. And all three has to be aligned. Only then you will be able to grow your business. Okay. Why did I show you that? Because I believe that if he can do it, you can also do it. Start believing in yourself. We all make mistakes, but we need to learn from that mistakes, and we need to see how we can improve, how we can do it better. And that's where I believe that design thinking will make a lot of difference. So this is what we look at. Now let's understand how it happens. When we look at a business, what happens? A lot of people have capabilities. Okay, they have best of the skill, and they are very passionate also about it. And they work very hard, and every day they are enthusiastic. They do a lot of things, but ultimately at the end of the day, end of the year, they are not making any profit. Then are we really in business? Yes or no? Yes, it's a charity. It's just a hobby. How long can I continue this? And people have been struggling in such kind of environment for so many years without realizing it. They're just surviving. Another important thing, you have capabilities, okay, and you are making profit, but you are not passionate about it. You are doing for the sake of doing. I'm speaking from the entrepreneur's point of view. So if you are doing this in your business, then you are in a job. In your own organization, you have become an employee. And this is the reality of so many entrepreneurs today. that they have got stuck because everything he is involved. Day-to-day challenges, day-to-day firefighting, he is involved and is not able to focus on the growth of the business. So when I ask people, are you growing your business or are you running your business? They have no answers. So if you are looking at your own self and if you are constantly in the operations, daily firefighting, then you are in the business, you are not on the business. And to grow the business, you need to have a hold on the business. You need to have a grip on the business. Otherwise, this struggle will never end. You are making profit, and because you make profit, you are enjoying it, but without any capabilities. And this is also a lot of people are doing, and this is self-deception. When you start initially, when you do a business, okay, some of the business, you get lot of profit and you start enjoying it, but you cannot scale up, or there are other aspects which affects your business and then your whole business collapses. So this is where we are living in that bubble that yes, my business is growing, I will do this, and then suddenly the bubble bursts and you fall flat. And this has happened with lot of entrepreneurs. So we need to be aware. That's why I'm saying where you are today, you need to know that. If you have capabilities, are those capabilities enough for you to grow your business, or is it only helping you to run your business? So what is business? Your capabilities plus your passion plus opportunities, and if it helps you to make profit, then you are actually in business. And I'm sure when you saw all this statement, you may have realized where you are in this journey. I don't want you to put your answers here, but I want you to just reflect and see whether you are in as a hobby or a job or self-deception, or you are actually in a business. And you are the best judge of yourself. No, you don't need anybody. In Hindi we say, आपसे अच्छा और आपसे ज्यादा आपको कोई नहीं जानता. You know yourself the best. So you decide where you are in this journey of entrepreneurship. Moving forward, let me show you how most of the innovative owners are using this crisis to their advantage. Business owners are innovating, using a lot of things to use this crisis for their advantage. How many of you are interested in knowing? Before I move forward, I want to know whether you are still interested. Okay. Type interested in the chat box. Excellent, excellent. Very good. Okay. So this is a concept which most of you may have heard about. It is called a ikigai. Okay. And let's spend some time here to understand this concept. You may know this, and I may also ask you to do a small activity here. Okay. Yeah, Mohammed, you have raised your hand. Is there anything you can put it in the chat box if you have any doubt or anything to clarify?
Sorry, wrongly missed. Yeah.
Okay, fine. No issues, no issues. That's fine. Okay. So now this is a very simple concept. It's been used by Japanese. It's a philosophy which have, and there is a book called Ikigai. If you get a time, please read it. Okay. I will just summarize it so that you get a clarity and you can start working immediately on this. So what I want you to do is make a list. Okay. I'll share you, I will tell you how it can be done. Okay. You can use and like this Excel sheet, which is there on the next slide, and you can make this. So I'm just explaining this. So first of all, you make a list of what you love. You may have 10 things that you love. Okay. Then second is whatever you love or whatever you feel you are good at. Okay. Does the world need it? So if I love singing, for example, do people want to listen to me? If no, then it's just a hobby only I enjoy. It is not making any difference to people. So it could be your product, it could be your service, but it is actually not making any difference to people. It is not solving any of their problem, then it will not be a business. So make a list of things that you love. Okay, I'll give you some time after this slide and we will try to do it practically here. Similarly, what are you good at? What are your skills? So make a list of all the skills and see whether what you love and the skills, whether it is integrated, whether it is in synergy. Okay. And as I said, what the world needs. So you love singing. Okay. You are a very good singer and world wants to listen to your singing. Then you are able to progress. But the fact is, are they ready to pay? You may love singing. You are very good at it. People enjoy your singing in parties and all, but are they willing to pay? If not, then you are not in the business. So to be in the business, you need all four. Your passion, your mission, your profession and your vocation, when they synergize, this is the sweet spot that we are looking at. So what I want you to do is, I want you to just look at this graph here. You can do it in Excel when you get time. Write down what you love, okay, what you are good at, what does the world needs, and are they ready to pay? So when you do that, you will realize that there are some activities that you love, but you may not be good at it, or people don't need it, or people are not ready to pay. So then you can strike it off. So slowly, all the ideas can be funneled in such a way that from there you will get your ikigai, what you are good at, what you love, what difference it will make to people, and are they ready to pay for what you are doing? So can we share some examples just for the learning purpose? Can anybody share their examples, what they love, what they are good at, what difference does it make to the world, and are people ready to pay for it? Can anyone share? You can unmute and you can share your views on this. And I have given some examples here so that you can also look at them. So probably if I love talking, so I'm a good public speaker. I have the capacity, I have the competency, okay? And I am helping people to inspire or motivate them. And for that, they invite me as a keynote speaker or they attend my seminars. So this is what could be one of the aspects. Similarly, can someone tell me what, with an example, what is their ikigai? Can you try at least? It may not be perfect in the first chance, but at least we will give it a try and see whether we are able to get the clarity on this. Anyone? We need your support. We need your help on this.
Right?
Yeah. Anybody?
Right?
Yeah, please.
Hi.
Yeah.
Wonderful, Sachin. I could see a lot of thought-provoking
Thanks a lot.
ideas you are sharing. Okay, I am RS Mani of WOW Academy.
Okay.
So I am a
Yeah, we are not able to hear you. Maybe.
okay. So I was into business, as you said. Actually, I was reaping the.
Yeah, maybe you can.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I'm able to hear the video. I think.
Am I audible?
Audible. Now you are audible. Yeah, please continue.
Okay, let me just put my video off. Okay.
Yes, yes, maybe that will help.
So as you said, I started my business in 2004.
Okay,
Yeah, 2004 I started my business, and as you said, actually I was reaping the benefit even because I didn't have much competition in my field.
correct.
That was a great insight you had shown me, and really I had a competition as my business started to slow down when I had started to get more competition. I was not able to compete enough to compete with the competition whatever I did had.
Correct.
In 2015 I started to realize that, and that was the time when I started to explore what is my ikigai.
Excellent.
Yeah, I that was a time when I had a pressure from everybody in and around me, whether I need to continue my business or I need to just switch over to job.
Correct.
So I had a passion towards business. So I started to relearn myself, and I got graduated from FI Founder Institute San Francisco, and I really started to understand what business is all about.
Excellent.
And I started to explore different businesses, that my own business.
Correct.
Till then, I was actually running a rat race of my boss business.
Hmm.
Okay, it was not my passion, but anyhow, I earned a lot during that.
Yeah.
So I started to explore in medical emergency business and all other business, but that didn't fetch me a demand from the customers. There was no customers ready to buy, even though I had a passion towards that. Finally, in 2017, I ended up in digital marketing.
Oh,
So,
excellent.
yeah, so I am a coach who explores the digital space for every entrepreneurs. So I saw a very big market, and I learned a lot in that about 3-4 years in digital marketing. And I was also, I had a love towards that because I love technology. So I started to love that. And finally, I had customers who are ready to pay for it also. So finally, in 2019, I found my ikigai, and now I'm doing great through my business
Correct.
on digital marketing.
Excellent. And this is the right opportunity because your lot of people need your help. Lot of people are stuck with the digital because from traditional to coming on digital, they are really handicapped. I was one of them. Some, if I say that 1 year back, okay, this pandemic has taught me a lot of things about digital. I have done all the courses from best of the gurus in digital marketing to learn what digital marketing is, and still are learning every day. So thanks for sharing this money, and I'm very thankful to you and appreciate the way you were open and shared this. So this ikigai concept, everyone, I would like you to go back after the session and start working on it, and it will give you a lot of clarity. Okay, so this is how it will help. Another thing that you can do is you can also rate yourself from 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest on each aspects, and see where is the maximum score. And wherever you get the maximum score, which intersects with all the aspects of it, will give you a breakthrough, and you can move forward in that. Are we clear on this, everyone? I hope this gives a lot of insights and clarity for everyone. Excellent. Very good. Great, great, great. I'm sure everyone is getting benefited from this. Okay, I'm enjoying the session along with y'all. Okay, now we saw our ikigai, and this is the concept which I had explained earlier, and what Mani said will connect with this. So as I said, everybody has a potential. Okay, I will go through it a little faster. Everybody has a potential when we start a new business or when we are in the team or we are working. I would like request people to just mute. Okay, there is some disturbance. Okay, please, thanks a lot. Okay, so what happens is everybody has a potential and they produce some kind of result. So from Mani's example also, we can see he started in 2004 and he had certain potential and he got a lot of profit and everything. And as the competition started, slowly there was a decline. So initially when we start, we are called as passionate learners. We have a lot of enthusiasm. We start with a lot of passion and we start with a lot of josh and everything. And we make certain progress and we enjoy, we get certain results. After some time, that starts dropping, and from PL, we become DL. DL is disillusioned learner. So somewhere money realized that this is not my cup of tea. This is not for me. This is what I will not be able to take any longer. And slowly he started the momentum, he started losing, and he either quit you from the business, or you start try to survive in the business. Okay. So some people, what happened with this kind of challenges, they try to survive, though they will only do things to the extent which will help them to survive. So they are called as reluctant contributor. They will only contribute, they will only work hard to the extent that they are able to survive. And they will get 50% result because they are using only 50% of their potential. And this is how 80% of entrepreneurs are surviving today. Now, all of you who are part of this top league, you have been upgrading yourself continuously. You have been exploring yourself and seeing what best can be done. And by attending a lot of training programs, implementing it in your business, you are doing something different. And slowly you are going towards a journey which will give you success. But there is another way of doing it. Another way is you can work on three things. Only three things that can help you to reach to the best of the possibilities that you can. The first thing is your mindset. Until and unless you don't change that mindset, from fixed mindset, you need to move to growth mindset. Lot of people start with lot of enthusiasm, and they are, most of the time, they are ordinary people. The extraordinary is the person who gets that result. He may start slow, but he will achieve that result. So your enthusiasm should be there when there is a scope of giving up. Most of the people, they need to take just one more step and they can achieve that success, but somewhere their attitude, their mindset stops them and they get stuck. And that is one of the challenge. And that's why as an entrepreneur, the first thing is your mindset. Second, very important, is your skill set. Stephen Covey says in his book, Sharpen the Saw. Are we polishing our skills every day? We may learn and we may forget. Are we implementing it? Which are the skills that you need to grow your business? Have you identified it? What are you good at? So if you are good at something, what is the level? Are you on 5 or are you on 10? If you are on 5, what you will do to improve to reach 10? And when you're on 5, if you are earning X amount, when you reach 10 with the skill set, what level of revenue can you earn? How many more people can you help with better skill set? Like we were good in communicating with people offline, standing in front of 5,000 people and talking. Today, with the help of technology, that was not our skill set. My skill set was talking to people physically. When I came first time on the camera, I was shivering, I was sweating, I was fumbling. Now with practice, it has become my skill. I'm comfortable talking in front of camera. Now I can reach more people with the help of technology. So skill set will help you to grow as a person as well as a professional. And that will help your business to grow. And the third most important thing, as the example of money, I will take it again, is the tool set. When I apply all these three things, I will become profitable. My business will become profitable. Today, a lot of things are there as an automation. You have a sales funnel that can be automated. You have email marketing that can be automated. And if you use it in a proper way, your marketing, okay, will help you to grow and reach and expand your business. That's why we say, jo dikhta hai, wo bikta hai. Am I able to project myself? Am I building my credibility? Am I building my trust with people? Am I reaching out to people? You may have the best of the solution, but because you are not able to reach to those people, they are suffering. Somebody else with less knowledge, less expertise are exploiting them. You can help them, you can save them, you can guide them, but you are not reaching to them. How many of you agree that this top league programs, whichever is conducted, are top class? How many of you agree? The content, the way it is delivered, the practical things that we learn from it is actually helping us, where we would have spent lakhs of rupees every week. We are getting a knowledge which is helping us. If we would not be aware of this, we would still have continued our suffering. Yes or no? And today, with whatever knowledge we have got best of the knowledge from people whom we have attended, and that's what has helped us to think differently. It has helped us in our personal life. It has helped us in our professional life. Whether it was a program on diabetes, whether it was a program on people management, whether it was on sales, every program has given us a new way of thinking. And if we have applied it in our business, we will definitely grow. That's where I'm talking about the mindset, skill set, and tool set. Today, you have taken out time, Monday evening, you have come back from the office and you have taken out time to be present for this program. You are investing your time. That talks about your mindset. You are learning something here and you will implement it in your business. That will help you to grow your business. And you have a community support. I have seen people, if you have any query, you put it in the group and there are so many people to help you and support you. So we are using technology, we are using tools that is there that can help me in growing my business. So we have been doing this practically. The same logic needs to be applied in our business. Are you benefiting from this session?
Yes, definitely. Very much.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. So then I can continue. So you have given me again some energy to continue. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I have already discussed this map. Okay. What you will do, why you need to do it, who will be doing it, and how it needs to be done. Now I will share with you a concept or example which I enjoyed the most, and I have been using it for more than 20 years. Some of you may have seen this example, but I want to share this with you all. Okay. Now this is from transaction to transformation, how the journey happens. Okay. And a very, very nice example is about coffee beans. Okay. Now this coffee bean, if I bring coffee from Assam, if I bring coffee from Coorg, if I bring coffee from Tamil Nadu, if I keep coffees in a bag, gunny bag, okay, without labeling, all coffees are different coffees and in different gunny bag, I'll keep in front of you and I ask you to identify which coffee is from which state. Can you do that? Can you identify just by looking at the bees, the seeds? Can you do that? Yes or no? Can you differentiate just by looking at that gunny bag? No, not possible, because for us everything is same. Now if it's that is called as commodity. Everything is similar, no difference. Now see the beauty. Somebody takes that coffee bean, bakes it, puts it into the powder, makes a nice package, okay, and then he brings it front of you. Now this commodity, for example, this was for 10 kg, you are paying 1,000 rupees. Just look at this example. For 10 kgs, you are paying 1,000 rupees. Now somebody works on this and the same thing now has become a product. Now maybe for 1 kg, you are paying 200 rupees. From commodity, when it becomes a product, automatically its value increases. Now for 1 kg, you are paying 200 rupees. Now the same coffee, you go to a Udupi restaurant, South Indian restaurant. When you go there, you get a chair to sit, they put on the fan, they give you a glass of water, they ask you for the order, you say 1 coffee. The waiter notes it down, gets a coffee, and immediately gives you a bill, writing something and say, okay, before you take a sip, the bill is there. You drink that coffee, the quantity of the coffee would be hardly 5 grams. But still, you pay 25 to 30 rupees for a 5 gram of coffee, because now it is not a commodity or a product, it is now a service. Now the same coffee, you go to Starbucks, and that day in design thinking, Arun sir had shared a nice example of Starbucks. So I will not repeat it, but then when you go to Starbucks, you pay for the unique experience. You can sit there, listen to the music, okay, talk with your friends, enjoy, and do your work. A lot of people go, they are doing their office work, their work from home has become a good example there, and people enjoy. They are going there not for the coffee, they are going for the unique experience. The same coffee, you go to Taj in Mumbai or the best of the 5 stars in your place. When you order a coffee, and here in Starbucks, you are paying for that same coffee 100 to 150 rupees. It could be hardly 5 gram, but still you are paying 100 to 150. But when you go to a 5 star, when you order a coffee, they bring you that coffee, you have to pour everything, the coffee, the sugar, the milk, and stir, and then you drink that coffee. I can bet on this that that would be the worst coffee you would have drank, because it was prepared by you. How many of you agree? And you can't even blame others. And you enjoy that coffee, and what would be the cost of that coffee? Minimum 500 rupees. And above all, you may also tip the waiter. Now from commodity to product, from product it became service, from service it became unique experience, from unique experience it became meaningful transformation. Now why I'm sharing this example with you? I want you to reflect and see, where is your business today? Is it a commodity? Is it a product? Is it a service? Is it a unique experience? Or is it in the meaningful transformation phase? Where do you see your business? Is it making sense? And if you say that you are in service, what are you doing, or what you need to do to move from service to unique experience? That's where the ikigai, that's where you need to know which is the mindset and skill set and tool set that you need to change. Only then you will be able to progress. We all are unique. We all can give that kind of experience. In design thinking, I still remember Arun sir had specially mentioned about customer experience, how you can create that experience for your customers. Otherwise, you will remain commodity. And once you are a commodity, nobody cares. So understand the business. You are into the opportunity business. If you have an opportunity to create an experience for your customers, what is stopping you? Because the day you do that, you will progress, you will achieve the success that you are looking for. Because people want your service. People are waiting for, people are ready to pay. You pay in Starbucks, you pay in 5 star. You will never negotiate. So are you doing something for your own business? What steps are you taking today to grow and take your business to the next level? From transaction to transformation, what are you doing? And this is a journey. It will not happen in one day. But at least we can start our journey with clarity. That's where clarity of vision. That's where ready to change. All these aspects will help us. This is where we map our business. Which area of my business needs to be focused on? Which area I need to improve? Is it my sales? Is it my marketing? Is it my customer service? Is it my product? Is it my operation? Which area I need to focus? And as an entrepreneur, if I'm involved in everything, then I will never be able to grow the business. Do you want more? Are you enjoying the session? Put it in the chat box if you are enjoying. Everyone, yeah, very good. Excellent. So I will share with you something which can help you. Okay, this is a sheet, okay, which talks about your current situation. Okay, where you are today. So what you need to do is, how many of you want this sheet? How many of you want this sheet? Put I in the chat box or me in the chat box. Excellent. So I will explain this sheet first, and then I will be putting it in the group. I will send it to Arun sir, probably then he can share with you all. Okay. So everyone can use this sheet. Okay. You can take a printout and you can use it. And this is the first version. Okay. So you can keep on repeating, take a printout, improve on it. Okay. As you achieve something, you can start working on it. So every day you can start focusing. Every week you can do some changes here. So I'll just explain what it is. Okay. So this is about your current situation. Where is your business today? You write whatever you can. Don't go for perfection. Don't look at whether it is right or wrong. I want you to think about your business and write. Now, suppose if I say, for example, if I say that I'm earning 5 lakh rupees a month, that is my current scenario. I'm just taking one example. Okay. Or I have 3 products, which is giving me a revenue of X amount. I can put that statement. Now, what is the reason because of which I'm earning only this much, or I'm only doing this product, or I'm only working in this market or this industry? So when I say money is working with digital as a digital marketer, he may say I have 50 clients. Now, what is the reason why he has only 50 clients? So he will know that because of this, I am having 50 clients. Right or wrong, I'm not debating on that. So I know okay, this is my reality. This is the current situation. Now, we are talking about the clarity of vision. So what is the desired situation that I want in my life, in my business? So I will write here. From 50 clients, I want 500 clients. I'm just exaggerating. You can write 50, 100, 500, whatever. Now, if I'm writing from 50, if I want 500 clients, what will I do to reach 500? Every aspect of my business will need improvement. So whatever I'm writing here, all the aspects needs to be improved. Now, based on this, where I am today and where I want to be, what I am doing today and what should I do to grow my business? If I look at this, there will be a gap. Once I identify this gap, I will start working on what specific actions will I take to fill this gap. So if I say I have 50 clients and I want to reach 500 clients, I will say from organic marketing, I may start paid marketing. This is one of the example I'm giving. Or I will target a particular sector for improving my leads. I will develop my people. I will automate my business systems and processes so that I can become consistent. I can serve more customers because the more happy customers will give me more business. I can upsell. I can cross sell. All these things will come in a specific action that you will take. You don't need to feel everything. Take at least 2 or 3 per month and start focusing on it. Just imagine if you do this every month, by the end of 6 months or a year, how much progress you would have made in your business? At least from service, you would have moved towards unique experience, or you may have already reached to the level of unique experience. How many of you agree to this? How many of you connect on what I'm saying? Is it making sense? Tell me, is it difficult? When you understand logic, it creates magic. Simple steps. It's a common sense. I've just put it in a form of a template because, as we say, your visuals will help you to understand things better. When you ink it, you can think better. In Hindi, we say, chopdi mein rahega to khopdi mein rahega. When you ink it, you can think better. Yeah, there are a lot of examples where we can talk about it. Okay. But the fact is, what I want, I don't want to give you a lot of examples. I want you to first apply it for your business. So whatever business you are in, whatever state you are in, what is the current situation from the revenue point of view, from client's point of view, from product point of view. Okay, just to take one or two examples, you put that score there, that situation there. Okay, you may say that I'm working only in Tamil Nadu or in a particular area, or I'm working in Mumbai. I want to grow across Maharashtra. So if I say today I'm working in Mumbai, I'm only catering to Mumbai, I want to reach the whole of Maharashtra. So that is my desired situation. Then what I will do to go across Maharashtra or pan India? What can I do? How will I take my product to everybody in the country or in the state? So this is how you will be able to put the examples here. What skills I need to develop? With whom I can collaborate? These are the specific steps. What I will do to reach out to people? What will be my go-to-market strategy? Which are the products that are cash cow for me? Which are the products that are only taking more of my time and not giving me the revenue that I expect? Maybe I love that product so much that it is not actually giving me any result, but still I'm holding on to it. I need to change it. What innovation can I do in my product so that it helps solve people's problem? So many things that we can do in our business to identify the gap and reach to the desired situation, desired result that we want. Remember, you are always a passionate learner. So your mindset, skill set, and tool set will help you to reach to the level that you are capable of. Everybody over here has a potential to reach the best of the capabilities and achieve the best of the results. So this is what I do. This is one of the aspects of close framework where I have helped thousands of business owners with such kind of strategies to implement in their business. So very simple. It talks about the purpose. It talks about a systematic business model. Okay. The importance of process and systems. It talks about the leadership, people management, and the strategies to accelerate your business. So this is the program which I do. It is an intense program which I conduct. So anybody who is interested, they can be in touch with me and we can go deeper. At present, I would like you to work only on the sheet which I would send with you and see what best you can do. And if you need any help on this, okay, I'm definitely there for you. So just tell me, okay, I want you to share your views on this. If you achieve the desired outcome, what major change will happen in your life? If you are able to achieve whatever you have desired for, what change, major change will happen in your life? Freedom, excellent. Freedom, what else? Satisfaction, excellent. Very good. What else? Quality of life will improve, excellent. Quickly, very good. Empowering all around, excellent. Last one, last but one slide. I'll just go back, okay? This one, okay. Somebody wanted this slide to be there, so I'm just again. Okay, it talks about purpose-based business. It talks about creating scientific business model. Okay, strong process and systems for better productivity, build strong leadership, okay, and design acceleration strategies. Sense of fulfillment, yes. Great. So what is your biggest takeaway from this session today? What is your biggest takeaway? One or two things that you learn, and you can now unmute yourself and share. Okay, you can also use the chat box here. So I want you to share what was your biggest takeaway from this session. Structured way to surge ahead. Excellent. Very good. What else? Yeah, please share, put it in a comment in the chat box, or you can share your, what was your biggest takeaway from today's session? Designing the future. Okay, very good. What else? Everyone is unique in their own rights. Yeah, you need to first realize that. Yeah, anything else? Just imagine if you are able to create this kind of magic in your customer's life, what impact it will have on your business. When you talked about freedom, satisfaction, okay, if you create that experience for your customers, what impact it will have in your business. Yes, it's not rocket science. Excellent. That's why I said, when you understand logic, it creates magic. We must, yeah, utilize our own potential. Excellent. And also seek help wherever needed. Take advice of experts, learn from them, and implement, because implementation is the key. Yeah, people's need is your opportunity. Excellent. But solving their problem is, they need it, but if I'm not able to solve, then it's not an opportunity. So I need to work on that first, creating that the opportunity. I need to solve their problems. Okay, excellent, excellent, very good. Okay, so with this, I would be taking your leave, and thank you very much, Arun sir, Durga Prasad, Mohan, for all of your support and help, and giving me an opportunity to share my knowledge and help in whatever way I can to our community members. Okay, so if you have any questions, anything you want to ask, share, please, I'm here to share, learn from y'all. Okay, so please, we can discuss now if anybody has anything to ask, and I will definitely share that sheet in the group. Okay.
Mr. Sachin, it was a wonderful session. Definitely, it was helpful for me particularly, and I'm sure it was helpful for all the participants. I mean, come from here because I was all along, but sometime I had to put my video off, but then I was listening.
Understand? Yeah.
I was attentive. One thing I want to tell the participants is all these videos that these free, I mean, this participants to CNTR sessions, whatever is happening, are all there in our YouTube channel. So they can go and view it anytime. So some people keep asking for the recording of the videos. So it is all there. I will also put it in the group so that people can get into our channel and then they can view all these videos.
Excellent.
Thank you. Thank you. If anybody has any questions, you may please ask. Mr. Sachin is here to answer all your questions.
Mr. Sachin, you can stop the screen sharing so that people can see you.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
More clearly,
you.
yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm visible, I believe. Yeah, properly. Is it okay now?
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, thank you. Suddenly there is a lot of silence. I can remember the dialogue of Sholay. Itna sannata kyun hai bhai?
Spellbinded. Everybody is spellbound. Spellbinding silence.
Thank you for that. Yeah.
Really, it was very, very interesting. I'm Tulsi Babu from Bangalore. I enjoyed your lecture throughout this 1 hour session continuously with a pleasing smile. You gave such wonderful tips. It's all eye-opener. Very, very true. God has given very good talent for everyone. Everyone is unique, but we are utilizing only 50% of our potential, not utilized. So wonderful eye-opener. And that Ikigai, which you said, and even Mr. Arun Subramaniam, his lectures, fantastic. And all the tips which you said, very, very useful. And once again, a good eye-opener for all of us to unearth our own potential and try to do still better job. Really, very happy to be associated. And as you said, Mr. Arun Subramaniam, for introducing these type of lectures in these 15-20 days, how much of knowledge I have gathered. I have noted down notes, some 40-50 pages I have written out of every participant, every lecture, guest lecture, whoever gave, all so very useful. And learning is a continuous process, as you said. Henry Ford suggestion, as long as you keep learning, whether you are 20 or 80, you never grow old. The day you stop learning, you grow old. Fantastic. Sachin Kamath, really too good. So nice.
Very aptly said, Tulsi Babu Garu. Let me share with you, Sachin,
Yes.
sir, and Arun.
Thank
sir.
you, thank you. Yes, thank you.
A confession. I don't know what my wife is thinking. I gave an appointment today. He asked me in the morning, 7 to 9, we have to go out and do some selection of some furniture. I said, yes. But I
Yes.
think that there's a program, Arun. I canceled that appointment.
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely.
And it's I know that every moment, every second we spend in topic sessions. It is
Yes,
learning of sorts,
Yes.
abundance of knowledge. Yes, knowing
Yes.
and not doing is harmful than knowing. So knowing
Yes.
and doing goes in the continuous spectrum, and that
Yes.
is where the excellence will kick in. Thank you, sir.
Definitely.
Thank you, Kamath, sir, for your contribution. Learning, good learning, great learning today for me too. Thank you. Sir, I was asking, I missed one point. What is RC?
RC is a reluctant contributor.
Okay.
So Sachin, Mr. Jagdish is asking, please elaborate on the tool set.
Yeah. See, every business, like when we say for marketing today, a lot of automations are happening, from email sending to a lot of things that are happening, okay, for social media and every aspect. So if you are able to understand for your Google Sheets, your Excel, all those things are tool set for us. So whatever we can use as from the offline perspective. And if you're able to integrate it as a hybrid model in your business, then it will really help. And today automation, the different softwares are applicable in every aspects of your business. Like just take an example of WhatsApp. WhatsApp can be used for your business marketing also. So which of the tool sets can help you in taking your business to the next level? What are your competitors are using, which kind of tool sets and all that we need to understand and learn. It could be your website, would be one of the tool set. Okay, so all these things we need to know, which can help our business to explode. Thank you for bringing this. Yeah, anybody else? Great. Yeah, welcome Jagdish. Thank you. So Arun sir is there today?
Yes, Sachin ji, I am very much here.
Thanks for calling me in the morning. You called me. I said, "Arey, mera session hai, mere ko to aana hi hai." And Arun sir is always very inspiring and always there. Okay, he takes more efforts to see that the sections are successful. In fact, he had asked me earlier, but I was tied up with something. He again called me and reminded me, "Sir, aapka ek session hona chahiye." And then I saw the slot which was empty. I said, "Okay, Monday I will do it." So, and I'm very happy that even on Monday, so many people have turned up, and really, it was like nice opportunity and great. Yeah, Varun sir, thank you.
Your session was very good.
Thank you.
Sachin ji, you are a very, accomplished person.
Thank you.
And it is only natural that people should come. And I would request, there are so many other capable people I see on the forum. If all of you take some time out and give a program, like Nagi Reddy sir can definitely give a program. I don't know why he is hesitating. It will be a great.
I'm not hesitating, because hesitating is one word which actually I thought of leaving it and go to Kasi and leave that word. It's gone.
Then
There's
leave
a
it
pause.
fast. Then we will have you on the forum.
There's a pause. There are a series of activities happening, so I will find time. I will, maybe from next week I must be available.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
on 24 hours a day working, taking a nap in between somewhere. So that's the kind of thing I'm stuck with. Definitely I will contribute. I
Then-
always believe there is a balance. I should never be only a sucker. I must be a contributor as well. I will do that.
Then Mr.
I
Shyam
think
Babu
both.
is here, I think. Mr. Shyam Babu, can you please unmute and come on the screen? I think I saw the name of Mr. Shyam Babu. Mr. Shyam Babu, are you there?
Yeah, he's very much there, but I don't know whether he's hearing us or not.
But he had recommended that we start book reading on this forum.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so you have some issue with the audio. Doesn't matter. I think we will be able to hear you. Why don't you come on the screen? Unmute your videos. Just put that there is some, yeah. And then you see, if others can also give programs, it will be very nice. 23rd and 24th. Yes, Mr. Shyam Babu, you had recommended a book reading. So you can make your suggestion here on the forum. If we find more takers, we can definitely have one day in the week dedicated to it, and people can come forward and review a book of their choice. But we need people to come forward and do it. Just a few people can't do everything.
Yeah.
We are in Participate Scientia. We are a group of around today's, I think, latest position in Participate Scientia is around 800 people.
Oh.
There are 5 groups now, Participate Scientia, then 2, 3, 4, and 5. And all the 5 put together, there are over 800 people now who are members. So you see, if all of you pitch in, I think we can make the group very, very vibrant and very helpful to each other. We have got people from every aspect. We have got academicians, we have got business leaders, we have got trainers. We have today a very leading NLP trainer, Mr. Ramasubramanian Ganapati from Chennai. He had sent a mail to me stating that he would like to be associated with us. And I had a talk with him today in the evening. He is giving a program on 29th on NLP and relationship management. How relationship management can be driven through neuro-linguistic programming. He's a person with 13 years experience, a very, very capable NLP trainer, among the best in the country. And he is going to be giving this program for free. There are 3 programs he is going to be giving. One is NLP and relationship management. The other is NLP and communication. Well, I don't remember the third one offhand. He is planning to give these 3 programs. We have a lot of academicians here in our midst. I see Dr. J. Daniel Chellappa's name is there. Dr. Manjari Rajesh, I see her name. You see, if every one of you come forward and give some program, I'm sure you can share your knowledge with the group, and the group will be benefited by it.
Sir, am I audible to you now?
Yes, sir, you are very much audible, please.
I'm very sorry, some technical issues there with my laptop. I'm a sincere follower of your group, sir. I'm lucky enough to be associated with your related group. Even though I have been retired from the services, now I am enriching my knowledge even after retirement. Great service you are doing, sir. out of which I could able to find out now this is all knowledge sharing and pooling of knowledge from different sources and different eminent personalities. And naturally, those people who have climbed up the ladder might have read some books certainly, and which have been inspired them eventually. Suppose if one session is being conducted once in a week or once in a fortnight, that will be useful to the entire group. Like that, I got an idea and put forth in front of you. And thank you very much for considering it. In future, I will also try to participate not as a participant, as a guide or whatever it may be, in whatever manner you want to call.
Senior people like you can share your life experience, which itself will be a very, very big, benefit for everybody.
Sure, sir. In fact, I worked for Life Insurance Corporation of India for 38 years. I can throw some light on financial planning and life insurance.
Beautiful, beautiful. Please do.
Soon.
Let me know when you are ready. We will definitely allow the time for you.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
And then we have Dr. Daniel Chellappa, who is an eminent nuclear scientist.
Sir.
Maybe he can give. Dr. Manjari Rajesh just now put in the chat box that she would definitely give a program. You see, when all of you come forward, one of the biggest things which will happen is every individual has a universe behind him or her. And you see, when the window to your universe opens up, there is an enriching of the entire community, entire group.
Yes, sir. It is true.
That is the biggest advantage of such a forum. We get to know each other. The reason why I very much support Mr. Shyam Babu's recommendation of book reading is I am a voracious book reader myself, and I have felt that whenever I read a book, I live that person's life, because a book is a slice of your life. You cannot write anything without allowing your soul to, color it. So whenever you read a book written by someone, you literally live that person's life. And similarly, whenever you see, like Mr. Sachin Kamath came and spoke today about freedom and business growth, that means, you see, he has opened his heart to us, his soul to us, his belief system to us. And whether we are in business or not, we understand an aspect of life which is so very important. And there is no end to learning. Because you see, I always believe, that till the Almighty calls us, we should be so busy that when we go there, He should ask us, I hope I didn't disturb you.
In fact, as our Kama Sahib told and other speakers told, this pandemic has given us the opportunity to meet each other, even though we are in far off distances, and we never thought of meeting each other.
Yes. You're absolutely right.
This is actually an opportunity to open up our hearts and brains, sir.
Yes, definitely. You see, on 25th, a very, very accomplished Tantric Yoga master is going to be giving a session on Tantra Yoga. Tantra Yoga is not what we all think it is. I happen to be privy to what she is going to teach, and it will be very interesting. 25th, 26th and 27th on the Path to the Divine series by Mrs. Uma Maheshwari. That is going to be a 2-day, 2-hour each program on pranayama. And on 29th, we are going to have NLP on relationship. So in between, 28th is free. If anyone is interested, we can definitely do a program on 28th. And then again, we will be having program from Mr. Suresh after that in the next, week on colors. A more number of people are definitely going to be giving. Mr. Balachandran is going to be giving on creativity. So a lot of people are planning to give. Let's see how it evolves. I want more and more people to come and utilize this forum so that, we can have a meaningful evening. And as the COVID surges for a second time, Let's throw a challenge to it.
In fact, my opinion about top league is the title coined by you is 100% true, sir. Each session is a gem, and each session is throwing light on different segments and different ways, right from philosophy to cutthroat business competition, how to face. Everything you are covering, sir. You are giving a lot of opportunities to a lot of people through your forum, and it is generating a lot of enthusiasm. Whether you believe it or not, 2 months back, 3 months back, I got one message from one of my friends. From that day onwards, every day I'm waiting when this clock will come to 7 o'clock. Every day. Suppose one day if I didn't get any message, I used to call somebody. Why today there is no session? I didn't get message like that. I used to disturb others also.
Please introduce your other friends also, Mr. Shyam Babu. Please introduce your other friends also.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. In fact,
Let
Dr.
us-
Manjari is one of my colleagues' daughter. He is an Ayurvedic doctor. BAMS. I have introduced her today's forum and asked her to conduct a session on Ayurveda medicine.
Please, will be very nice.
Likewise, I will also involve myself, sir, to the maximum extent possible, and I will make people also to be join with us.
Definitely. Dr. Daniel Chellappa, can I request you to unmute your video and audio? Dr. Daniel, can you hear me? Okay, maybe he's otherwise occupied. Anyway, definitely we will take this offer from Dr. Manjari, and we will have a session, and also from you. So if it's okay, then can we break for the evening? We'll meet again. Oh, Dr. Daniel is in the market. Okay. So can we, then we will meet on 25th evening for the session by Mrs. Uma Maheshwari on Tantra Yoga. The invite will be sent to you all. Please make it convenient to please come and join. Nagireddy Garu, you are on from next week.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Good night. Good night, everybody.
Good night, sir. Good night, everyone.
Mr. Mohan, Mr. Durga Prasad, please take over.
Yeah, thank you.